We continue now at the top of Daf Beis Amud Aleph, Meseches Avoda Zara. This is Avoda Zara Daf 2a. This is the beginning of Meseches Avoda Zara. This daf is sponsored by Alexander Rosenfeld in memory of Shmuel Zev ben Aaron Rosenfeld. Thank you for your sponsorship. If you'd like to sponsor an Amud Zarah Daf, see the description box below, and see the description box below to see how you can support this channel. And the Mesechet begins with the Mishnah. The Mishnah says, Lifnei a dayan shel ovdei kochavim shlosha yamim. 3 days before the festivals of the idol worshippers, of the non-Jews, Asur loses veloses imahem, it's forbidden to do business with them. Lahashilon, to lend them objects. Velishol mehen, to borrow objects from them. Lahalvoson, to lend them money. Ulalavos mehen, and to borrow money from them. Laporan, to pay them back. Let's say you have a debt to them. Vilifroa mehen, or to collect debts from them. All of that is going to be forbidden. Rabbi Yehuda says, Nifroin mehen, you are allowed to collect debts from them, because that's actually a source of distress for them. It's not something that makes them happy. Amru lo, they said to him, the Chachamim said to Rabbi Yehuda, Afal pi shemeitzer achshav, even though right now he's distressed when he pays up his debt, sameachu la'achar zman, but he's still going to be happy later on. And Rashi explains, Lifnei Eden Shalov de Kochavim Gimel Yamim, again 3 days before the festivals of the Gentiles, Asur loses veloses imo, and it's forbidden to do business with them. The reason for all of these things is these things are going to bring him happiness, and he's going to go and thank his idol on the day of the festival. That's why these things are forbidden. She'ela, when we use the word she'ela, which means to borrow, b'midi dehader bein, that's talking about borrowing an item that you're going to return the item itself. Could go in behema v'kelim. Let's say, for example, you're borrowing an animal or vessels. Tichsiv, as it's written, ki yishal ishmei imre'eu, it uses that same language of she'ela in the pasuk. And milva, when we use the word milva, like it says lahalvosan or lalavos mehen, so milva b'midi delo hader be'ein, milva is a loan where it's not something that you're going to return the exact object. Kagon mos, for example, you lend money, you don't get back the exact same coins. Tichsiv, as it's written in the pasuk, kesef talva es ami, it uses that word milva in the pasuk as well. The milva lahotza nituna, because the whole point of a milva is that you're going to spend the money, the borrower will spend the money, and he's going to pay him back with other money. And then the Mishnah said, when he repays a debt, it might be a source of distress right now, but he's happy later on, meaning tomorrow, he'll be happy that he paid off the debt. And the Gemara says, Rav Shmuel, there's a machlokus between Rav and Shmuel with regards to the proper text of the Mishnah. Chad Tani a dehen, one says that the proper text of the Mishnah should be a dehen with an aleph, again referencing the festivals of the idol worshippers. V'chad Tani a dehen, and the other one says it should be a dehen spelled with an ayin. And the Gemara says, Man de Tani a dehen lo mishtavish, uman de Tani a dehen lo mishtavish. The one who has a dehen with an aleph is not making a mistake, and the one who has a dehen with an ayin is not making a mistake, as the Gemara explains. Man de Tani a dehen lo mishtavish, the one who says a dehen with an aleph, that's not a mistake. Tichsiv, because it's written in the pasuk and Sefer Devarim, ki karo v'yom edam, it says the day of their calamity is coming close, and that's with regards to Avoda Zara. Uman detani edayin lo mishtabish, and the one who has edayin with an ayin, that's also not a mistake. Tichsiv, as it's written in the pasuk, yitnu edayim v'yitztuku, it says in the pasuk, there's a pasuk in Yeshayahu, that they're going to give their testimony and they will be justified. And Rashi explains Yom Edom, the day of their calamity. Hainu avodas kochavim, again that refers to Avoda Zara. Kidechsiv b'hi parsha, like it's written in that parsha, Yakumu v'yazruchem. It says, let them get up. If these are real gods, so to speak, let them get up and help you. Yitnu eideyem v'yitztuku, and then the pasuk in Yeshayahu, it says that they're going to give their testimony. Hashta sal kadaita. Right now we think devovdei kochavim ksiv, that the pasuk is talking about the idol worshippers. V'yatzmuei metama. According to this understanding, the pasuk is actually asking it almost like a question. Yitnu ovdei kochavim. Are the Ovdei Kochavim, are they going to give their testimony? Meaning, Yavo, Avodos, Kochavim, Sha'avdu, all of these idols which they worshipped, are they going to come, V'ya'idu Aleim, are they going to come and testify for them, V'yatzdikum, and show that they're justified? Of course not. That's the understanding of the Pasuk right now. And the Gemara continues, Uman detani edayin. Now the one who has the word edayin with an aleph, my time will tani edayin. Why doesn't he learn it with an ayin? Amar loch, because he's going to say to you, Tavra adif. It's better that it speaks of calamity. It's better that we understand the word in the Mishnah as a reference to the calamity of Avoda Zara. Uman detani edayin, and the one who has edayin with an ayin, my time will tani edayin. Why doesn't he have it with an aleph? Amar loch, he's going to say to you, Man kagorim luhu tavra. What's causing the calamity? It's edus sheidu biatzman. It's the testimony that they testify against themselves. Hilkach eidos adifa. Therefore, it's better to say with an ayin that it has a reference to the idea of testimony. And Rashi explains, Eidos sheidu biatzvam, the testimony against themselves, biyom hadin, meaning on the day of judgment, sha'avdu la'avodas kochavim, ba'olam hazeh, that there's going to be this testimony that they worshipped Avoda Zara in this world, and so therefore, again, that's why hilkach eidos adifa, that's why a language of eidos is better. But the Gemara continues and asks, V'hai yitnu eidehem v'yitztaku, but when it says over here they give their testimony and they're justified, bi'ovdei kochavim ksiv, is that really talking about idol worship? Habi Yisrael ksiv, actually the pasuk is talking about Klal Yisrael. T'yamar Rabbi Yeshua ben Levi, because Rabbi Yeshua ben Levi says, Kol mitzvah sheYisrael osin ba'olam hazeh, all of the mitzvahs that Klal Yisrael do in this world, bo sumi'idos lahem la'olam haba, those mitzvahs come and testify on their behalf in olam haba. Shenemar, as it says, yitnu eidehem v'yitztaku, it says that they're going to testify for them, they'll be witnesses for them, and they'll be justified. Elu Yisrael, and that refers to Klal Yisrael. And Yishmu v'yomru emes, and then they're going to hear about it and say that actually it's true. Elu ovdei kochavim, it's that part of the pasuk that's referring to the ovdei kochavim, the ovdei avodah zara. As Rashi explains, Yishmu ovdei kochavim es ha'edos shemitzvos me'idos. Those who worship avodah zara, they're going to hear the testimony of the mitzvos. V'yomru, and they're going to say emes dinhu sheru'in Yisrael itzdadik. They're going to say it's true, it's justified, what Klal Yisrael, that they should be considered to be the ones who are justified. And so therefore, again, that part of the pasuk is actually not talking about avodah zara. It's the part of the pasuk that says Yishmu v'yomru emes, that's elu ovdei kochavim. That's the part of the pasuk that's talking about avodah zara. And so the Gemara instead says, El Amar Rav Huna b'reid Rav Yoshua, rather, Rav Huna the son of Rav Yoshua says, Man damar eideyan mehacha, the one who says eideyan, it actually comes from here, from the following pasuk. The pasuk says, Yotzrei pesel kulam tohu v'chamudeim bal yoilu ve'eideim hema. It's talking about Yotzrei pesel, those who are making the idols, those who are making the images, and this is the pasuk in Yeshayahu, and it talks about, again, eideim hema, and Rashi explains, ve'eideim hema, avodas kochavim tavo v'toid alovdel l'chayvam. Again, it means the idols themselves are going to come and testify, and those who worship them, that they should be guilty. And so again, that's why we have a language of like testimony in the Mishnah. And the Gemara continues, Darash Rabbi Chanina bar Papa, Rabbi Chanina bar Papa darshan v'itema Reb Simloi. Some say it's Reb Simloi that darshan as follows: La'asad lavo, in the future, maybe HaKadosh Baruch Hu Sefer Torah, HaKadosh Baruch Hu will bring a Sefer Torah. Umeinicho b'cheiko, he'll place it in his lap. V'yomer, and he's going to say, L'misha asak bo, whoever was the one who was osik in Torah, who learned Torah, Yavo v'yitol scharo, should come and take his reward. Miyad meskabtzin uvoin ovdei kochavim b'revuvia, and immediately the idol worshippers are going to come. They're going to be all intermingled. Shenemar, as it says, Kol hagoyim nikbetzu yachdav, all of the nations together. Amar lehem HaKadosh Baruch, when HaKadosh Baruch Hu says to them, Al tikonsu lefanai b'revuvia, don't come to me all mixed together. Ela tikones kol umma v'umma, rather let every single nation enter. And we will continue with this discussion in the next video on Daf Beis Amud Beis.